Hello, my name is H.Solis. I'm the Director of Wellness and Outreach Services for the Daughters of Charity Services of San Antonio. I'm here to talk to you about giving you important points when using a blood sugar monitor. This is very important because many people sometimes make mistakes using their blood sugar monitor. One of the things that you need to do before pricking your finger and before using your monitor is to collect everything that you are going to need to do what you are going to do. Basically, put together your monitor, your test strips, your lancets or needles, cotton balls, alcohol swabs, all those things. Put them together. And don't forget your logbook because it's important. Remember, it's important to write down the result, not to leave it on the monitor only. Another thing that you can do is to wash your hands with warm water and soap. If you are at home, you can do that and then prick your finger. You don't have to use alcohol if you are at home and you already wash your hands. You can use alcohol, but it's not necessary. Now, when you are in a place away from home when there is no water and soap available, well, then for sure you need to use alcohol. But if you are at home and you wash your hand, that's not necessary to use. So that's an important thing. Now, we are going to talk also about getting a good drop of blood, and that's another important thing. Sometimes we do the wrong things, and I'm going to try to help you in this area. After you wash your hands, one of the things that you have to do is let your hand hanging for a little bit. You know the hand and the finger you are going to prick. You hang your hand around to your side for about 30 seconds, and then that's going to allow the blood to pool in your fingers. And then the next thing you are going to do, shake your hand a little bit, just a little bit like you do with a thermometer. So again, that's going to help the blood to pool in your fingers, and that's especially important for the people that don't have good circulation. And then what you do after that, prick your finger, and then you start milking the finger slowly and gentle until you get a good drop. You do that as same way you'll be squeezing a toothpaste, and that's in general. However, another thing that I think it worked a little bit better, maybe I hope I'm not confusing you, but after you shake your hands and the blood is pooling your finger, one thing that you can do is start squeezing, gently squeezing your finger like you do with a toothpaste, and so you shake your hand and all that. So you start squeezing your finger, so you see how it gets red, even it's redder than the other ones, and then you place your thumb, and you can do that with any finger. Place your thumb, so then it helps for the blood not to return. So then you prick your finger, and that's even giving you more chances to have a good drop. Another thing is important to do is that the place you prick your finger on the sides of any finger. You know, not too close to your fingernail, but on the sides. Do not prick in the middle because the middle part of your finger and the top is very sensitive. We have more nerves there. So of course, if you prick your finger there, it's going to hurt. So it's better on the side, so you won't have that much problem. Okay. The next thing you are going to have to do is that you are going to need to know your monitor. You need to understand how your monitor functions. And one of the best things that you can do is get the little instruction book that it comes with the monitor and read about the monitor before you start using it. And keep it with you because that books give you a lot of information. A lot of people throw away that book and then they are trying to figure it out. If something goes wrong with the monitor, they don't know what to do. They are trying to figure it out what to do, and that's not a very good use of your instruction booklet. So that's very important. Another important thing is to know that the monitors, they are all different. There are so many brands now that it's hard to know all of them. So Again, another important reason why you should keep your instruction manual. Another thing that you have to do when you use your blood sugar monitor, like for example in this one, you need to know how to set the date, the time. So when you check your sugar, then it's going to be in the memory of the monitor, and you are going to be able to have the time and the date when you check your sugar. And then when you have a chance, after you check your sugar, you grab your booklet, right? And then you write down your results. And that's going to be very important. So you just follow the directions of your booklet and write down your results. Okay? So these are very important things that you need to know. Another important thing that you need to know is about what test strips do you use for your monitor. And again, each monitor will use its own strips, the same brand test strips. You cannot have an AccuCheck machine and use the test strips of a One Touch. You cannot have a One Touch and use a TrueTrack monitor test strips. You cannot do that because your monitor won't work that way. Another important thing is to make sure that the code that comes with the test strips is the same code that you have in your monitor. For example, in this AccuCheck monitor that we have here, every time that you buy a little box like this or of test strips, it comes with a little code, this little device, and it has a code number over here, and in this case is 642. So this code should match the code that is in the bottle of test strips. Okay, and in this case I brought different ones so you can see there is a difference. If I use this code and put it in the machine in here, but I use these strips that they have different code, the machine won't work. Or if you get results, you are going to get inaccurate results, not good results for you to know if your blood sugar is doing well or not. So this is very, very important. I had people that buy new bottle of test strips and they keep in the machine the old one and throw away the code that came with the new box. They waste $50 because it won't work. It won't be getting good results. So this is very important. Remember, each machine is going to have different ways to set up the code. In this case, for this machine, the AccuCheck Advantage, it uses this device. But the TrueTrack, the One Touch, or whichever brand you have, the HEB uses different way to do it. So this is going to be very important. Another thing, do not use expired test strips because you are not going to get good results. If you use your comadre, your grandfather or your grandmother, uncle, aunt test strips and they are expired, you won't get good results. When you use the test strips and you grab one test strips from the bottle, as soon as you get the test strips, put the cap on, because if you don't do it and you keep it open for a long time, it may affect the reagent that is in the test strip. And those are very important points that you need to follow. Please, again, keep the instructional booklet and follow the instructions. Read it real well. And again, I have other examples here. This is different. This is a different for a different AccuCheck machine. It doesn't come with the strips. It comes with a little device like this, and all the strips are in here. So that's why it's important to read all the instructions that comes with your book. And that's it. Hopefully you can use these little points about how to check your blood sugar in a good way, an effective way especially. Thank you very much.